Hi folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the SEGA Genesis or Mega Drive depending on where you are in the world. We're looking at Super Monaco Grand Prix, published by SEGA in 1990 and based on the arcade cabinet also by them in 1989. Now we've already reviewed the sequel, Ayrton Senna Super Monaco Grand Prix 2, so we'll see how this one gets on. You've got the Super Monaco Grand Prix, the World Championship. I'm just setting up my controller here because I prefer the accelerator to be button A. We're going to do it on automatic gears. We'll keep it on normal mode rather than easy to have an idea how this one plays. Now, World Championship, you race in the 1989 Formula 1 season. Just the Super Monaco Grand Prix is the classic arcade version, and you just race around Monaco itself. Based loosely on Monaco, I would say. So no F1 license on this, so you won't get real drivers. So let's see how we go. So first of all, it's qualifying. Looks slightly slower than the sequel, but other than that, it's pretty similar. Like the rear view mirror, it's one of the first few games that actually included a rear view mirrors, I believe. Right, let's go. I'm on automatic gears, but by selecting the manual gears, the 4 gears speed box or the 7 gear, you can go a little bit quicker. So you know. Automatic is just for beginners really, or people that are struggling to review the game at the same time. In the World Championship mode, let's concentrate a bit here. Oops, there's the lap done already. So it's a part of the lap, 12th place qualifying. In the World Championship mode, you start off in the worst team, which in the real world was Minardi, but it's a slightly different name here. Well, we'll come to that in a moment. So 3 laps. Now, because it's arcade mode, there's a minimum position we've got to be ahead of or we get knocked out. So position limit is 15. As you can see, I'm currently 6th, so I'm okay at the moment. So ideally, we need to survive for 3 laps. All the cars we're racing against seem to be McLarens on this. Whether it changes in the World Championship, I don't know, but we'll soon find out. Yeah, this is heaps of fun as well. I'm having to ease off the accelerator, so road handling of this car is not quite as good as the sequel, Super Monaco 2. Looks like Monaco 2, whoops, is the better of the 2 games early on, but this is quite good fun as well, and you'd expect the sequel to be better, wouldn't you? Oh, I'm making a mess of this one. So position limit 13, I'm in 12th. I might try and weave around a bit to try and block people from coming past. So, here we go. Keep on it, Nick, keep on it. So try and take the racing line if you can. Not as much undulation as the actual real Monaco. Oh, we made it to the tunnel. There we go. A little bit different to the real track. Well, heaps different, actually. So, I'm in 12th. The position limit is 12. If one car overtakes me, it's game over. Whoops. And after that, we'll have a go at the actual championship, which wasn't included in the proper arcade mode. You just had this. Checking the rear view mirror. There's nothing. Oh, there's a car just about behind me there. Need to block that. Right, okay, so 1 lap done, onto lap 2. 1 minute 24.2 seconds. Let's see if we can beat that. There's a map on the right, which you've probably noticed already. The yellow dot is me. All the other white dots are the other cars. So I've got a bit of a train behind me, which quite happens. Oh no, the yellow dot is the leader. Sorry, I'm the dot with the P on it. So I'm losing track a bit to the next place up. Right, okay. I think P's me. It must be me. Right. Keep going, keep going. Nothing right, oops, nothing right behind me. Need to ease off there. So it's all about learning the track as much as you can in Monaco. Car right behind me, let's try and block that from overtaking. Cars can have mechanical failures in this, but you can repair that by going to the pits. I think we just passed a car there that had crashed out, but that wasn't for a position. For the tunnel the second time round. Halfway round the lap. New limit 12, so it's not reducing too much beyond that. We're on normal mode, so if you're just getting used to it, which I should have done, is you can select easy mode. Normal mode is probably for people doing their manual gears. So this will offer you a little bit of a challenge, this one. Has got a bit of excitement there. 1 minute, so that's a lot quicker. 1 minute 14 that time. As we go into the last lap, lap 3 of 3. You see your damage points there underneath my laps in the right. I'm not sure what it needs to get to before you got ultimate damage. By going to the pits, you can reset that or obviously reduce the number. Not quite sure where the pits are. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. Did you play it in the arcades or the SEGA Mega Drive? I have reviewed it on the Commodore Amiga. It wasn't particularly good on that. I don't think the system could maybe sort of handle it, or we would have been out properly there. Something's going to overtake me now, is it not? No, we had a big enough gap. Exciting stuff. The horizon is quite minimal, but I'll let that go. I don't mind that. It's not affecting the game at all. Don't know. We're in Monaco, aren't we? So they're the Monaco Mountains. As we hit lap 3, halfway round. I think we might do this, you know, but we're not going to set any super times or scores here. Oh, good. Done that just about perfectly. I think we're going to make it right to the end unless I crash off, which I don't think I am going to. So it's another good Formula 1 game on the Sega Mega Drive. There we go. You can try and run that guy over, but you know, you just go through him. So there's the podium. I did not make it. There we go. So didn't make the high score chart, but it was nice to play. So we'll have a quick go at the actual World Championship itself. There's a grid girl there, which isn't allowed nowadays. New game. So you can save it and give you a password. So you start off in the worst team. This is Manare, which is basically based off the Minardi team back in the day. So this is the slowest car on the grid, so it's going to be a little bit tough. The idea is you nominate a rival, and if you beat them in 2 consecutive races, their team offer you their seat, and that's your way to upgrade to get slightly better cars each time. So it's going to be tough going, so I'm probably not going to do too well in this first race. We'll just do one race as we go to qualifying. Looks like there's not a McLaren behind us this time, it's a green car. I wonder if they're all going to be green or there'll be different colours in the actual championship. Well, we'll soon find that out, folks. Exciting stuff. So the Mega Drive is doing a lot here, the rear view mirror and the car itself, the speedo, the map. Good stuff. It's more of a bit of a jump forward to the Commodore Amiga, I think, this one. Had a little bit more power under the hood. Best lap 1:29, so that's what we're aiming for. Up to 30 seconds. I do like commentating on racing games. Good stuff. If anyone's watching from some esports place and they want me to comment on their actual real races, I'd love to do that. Much easier to commentate when you're not playing the game at the same time. Go, go, go. Will he do it? We don't know, but we're going to find out soon as I stack it into some tyres. This is the worst qualifying lap, possibly, of all time. Now, see the positions there at the top? So I can only qualify 7th, now 8th, 9th. So this is a poor lap. 16 cars qualify for the positions, I believe, so it could be back of the grid. It might not even let me finish the whole lap. That's it. 15th place, so 15 cars. Didn't even get within 106, so I've got a lot of ground to make up. There's the Man Ray team. Pass the cars at a hairpin turn. Right, I'll try that, mate. Right, now this is the bit I was telling you about where you select your rival. Best to select a rival in a not a very good team. Actually, my car's level C, so the sensible thing would be to select a rival in level C, or level B even, but we won't do that. We'll just see if we can beat a rival in level D, and I won't take their car. So these cars, in theory, are worse than mine. We're going to select Torneo, or Torneo, yeah, as my rival. So just try and beat him. But we're only going to do one race. We won't do a whole championship. This isn't a blundering series or anything. Just want to see how this one plays, and it plays pretty good. So every car is green. Oh, there's a white one there. That must be my rival. So all cars are green apart from your rival, so they're quite easy to spot. Hopefully my rival doesn't come past me at some point. Right, here we go. Come on, Nick, just keep to it. I think my rival's in yellow this time, actually on the map. Whoops, look at that, very wide. Everyone's coming past. Yep, rival's gone past as well, so I'm not beating them as I go into last place. That's not good. Right, I'm right at the back after that. This track is supposed to be San Marino. If you're from San Marino, which is probably unlikely, but if you're from San Marino, comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Hooray! I think it's San Marino. Probably means it isn't now. So bogged down there. So let's just try and complete this. So different game format really to the actual arcade version, where we just had a minimum position we had to keep above until the end of the race, ideally winning it. This one is for points, based on all the tracks from the 1989 Formula 1 season, although not licensed. And the idea is really to get offered seats in better teams, win the championship, and then in the following season defend the championship, and then that is it. Wasn't a Super Monaco 3 that I'm aware of. But if you know different, then let me know. Certainly wasn't on the Sega Mega Drive, I don't think. So it might have happened later on a PC or something else, but I don't think it did. But I always stand to be corrected, and that is the beauty of the comment section. Right, how are we doing here? This is lap 2 of 5, so the World Championships are slightly longer. I should have put this on easy mode so I could pretend that I was brilliant. But yes. So car handling is a little bit more trickier than the sequel. But out of the two, they're both brilliant games, but I slightly prefer the second one, only because it's got Ayrton Senna stamped all over it, and anything that includes Ayrton Senna, well, just adds an extra special gloss, in particular a Formula 1 game. Do check out that review of that one if you haven't already, so you can get a comparison there. Right, can I catch up anyone? Look at the map there. I'm in one of the worst cars, and you can see already I'm almost just whole straight behind the next car in front of me, which I believe is my rival. So he's second from the bust, and I'm actually last. So this is my tip to you. If you're going to do it on normal mode, select manual gears, although it's going to be trickier first of all. At least help you to catch up with the people in front of you. Here on automatic, because I've dropped a fair distance behind, I think my chances of catching them up are minimal, not at all. But you know, this is the first time I've ever played this one on the Mega Drive. But I'm familiar with other racing games, so there we go. Practice makes perfect. And hopefully, if you own a Mega Drive or you're doing an emulation, you'll know whether you want to track this one down to buy it, whether it's on eBay or somewhere else, or whether you just want to emulate it. I think it's well worth it. It's one of the better Formula 1 games, although admittedly the amount I've reviewed so far are quite limited. But I'm slowly getting an idea of what is good and bad and comparing them to other systems as well. That's lots of tricky bends in this one. Ironically, I thought Monaco was slightly easier than this one. Oh, I've been lapped. So there's cars coming past me now already. I so desperately need to be in a better team. I'd imagine there's cheats so you can be in the better team straight away. If you know them, then put them in the comment section below. It might help someone. But, you know, it's best to do it properly than cheating all the time. Oh, I'm in trouble, so I need to pit. I only do the review sometimes with cheats on, so I can show you the majority of the game. Otherwise, if you just see the title screen in 2 seconds, it's not really worth it, and it's not really an in-depth review. It's a review stroke gameplay. We go our own way here. Right, but it's all about having a laugh, reliving memories, and all that sort of stuff. I'm liking the Mega Drive. It's a good old system, although I didn't own that one back in the day. I was a Commodore Amiga man, then I leapt to, well, the Game Boy Advance, the handheld, and most notably the PlayStation 1. Hugging the corners here, lap 4 of 5. I should have done a pit stop there. Oh, I'm coming up to this there. So where is the pit lane? Pit in, it's saying. Where is the pit lane? I think I've gone past the pits, folks. I should have pitted there. Is that the pits? I don't know. Maybe you just stop by the side of the road. It's too late now. We've gone past it. So it looks like the car's going to brake. If you notice there, when we did the Super Monaco stage, or version, or mode, it said you're damaging points in the top right. This isn't happening here. It's just represented with, are you in trouble or not? And we are in trouble. When you're in a racing game and trouble's flashing up in red in the middle, you know you're going to be in big bother. But we're on the last lap. Maybe we can nurse it round to the end, perhaps. I was hoping that everyone else had pitted, and then I could just... Oh, look, the car's broken. So first place was A Selling, then E. All these are made-up names. I didn't beat my rival here, but as I said, beat your rival twice in succession, you get their drive. Back in the time when you only got 9 points for winning, and the top 6 drivers score points. Get hold of yourself. I think that means I'm doing well. Yeah, maybe. There we go. So we won't do the next race, but, you know, ideally you need to warm up and get as much practice as possible, which I didn't do. So hope you liked having a look at that one. I really like that game. Not quite as good as the sequel, but it is darn close. So that was Super Monaco Grand Prix on the Sega Mega Drive, published by Sega in 1990 and based on their arcade cabinet from 1989. Got any comments about this game, any thoughts or any memories, then please put them below. Anything retro or Formula 1, you're always more than welcome. A huge thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel so far, helping it grow. It really does help there. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye.